episode 3851, in preparation for the season.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous week. In fact, it's hump day. That means we are midweek in and it's all about Wellness Wednesday. Are you feeling healthy? Are you feeling strong? This is not about guilt and whether you're right or wrong. No, it's in preparation for the season. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted to have your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Okay, I want you to be honest with yourself. And I know it's going to be hard because when it talks about and deals with our reflection, it's like, no, I'm just going to tell those fibs. No one will know, but I'm here to tell you I know. Why? Because I've walked the road. And there are still times that I walk that same road. And as I get older, yes, wisdom does come, not necessarily easier because I stumble more, maybe literally and figuratively, because I'm tripping over my own feet or I'm learning hard life lessons. And so today I want you to be honest, real and raw, but I want you to lead with grace. I want you to have a heart for who you are right now. Life is going to get a little bit crazy, and we know life never really slows down, does it? No matter how much we want to hit pause or catch our breath, the demands just keep piling on and on and on. And guess what? We are officially mid-October. Happy October 15th of 2025. Now, if you're listening at a different time, well, celebrate that day wherever you are. But right now, at this recording, we have this out on October 15th. And sometimes it's that last hurrah. It's like, yes, I'm going for it. But you know, when we're always on the go, when we're always just piling on things, saying no more than yes might buy us some space, but it won't stop the noise or the push of everything that needs our attention. You can't push the kids away. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, sometimes, yeah, you can take a quick escape, right? Give them over to the grandparents and say, okay, well, you take the kids because I need a break. You can't just sit there and say, well, puppy dog, you're all on your own. Kitty cats, go do what you want to do. You know, house, well, take care of yourself because I'm done cleaning you for 3 months. Imagine what your house would look like in 3 months if you hadn't lived in there. A lot of what we need to do in life, well, guess what? It needs our attention. Everything needs our attention. And yet, here you are standing in the doorway of change in preparation for the season. Maybe you're still hoping to nail that health goal you set at the start of the year. Remember those New Year's resolutions? What do you think's around the corner? New Year's resolutions. How far along are you? I told you to be graceful with yourself. Seriously? But I want you to be honest. You're telling yourself there's still time to make it happen by the end of the year. You're like, yeah, I could still do this. But in this moment, right now, you're also wondering, well, what's next? How do I get through tomorrow? When will the results come faster? And how do I get from where I am to where I want to be without losing myself in the process? How am I going to be able to do everything? I'm already exhausted. And then on top of it, right? Because we are mid-October, what's coming up? Oh, it's all about the celebrations. Right? All about the holidays, the family gatherings. For us, we even have life celebrations. It's fabulous, but it does make for a very busy season. So I couldn't help but ask myself this question: why do we tie healthy living to the seasons? The coming and going of time marked by holidays, big events, and big moments. Maybe for you, it's a wedding. Maybe for you, it's a graduation. We have a son that's going to walk this December. Now, he already graduated with his master's degree. Congratulations, son. I love you very much, and you're amazing. But in that, They didn't have graduation. When he did graduate over the summer, they're like, no, we're going to combine things. So we're walking. We're walking. I said, I'm not walking. He's walking. But, I just say we because, well, Mama was right there. Just saying. But no, he did the work, seriously. But it's those big moments, right? Maybe it's an early high school graduation. Maybe it's the birth of a child. It also could be the other way around. It could be the death of a loved one. Why do we tie healthy living to the seasons? Like, oh, I've got to do this now because I want to be this way. There's that pressure to show up with the perfect smile, the right outfit, the relaxed eyes that, oh, I've got it all put together, and a body you're proud to reveal. It's exhausting. And let me tell you, it's so unfair. We chronically set ourselves up for failure before we even start by insisting, this is my time. We keep telling ourselves, this is my time. It doesn't matter about all the other excuses. You haven't looked at it strategically. You haven't looked at it logically. You're just like, nope. I got to do this now. Why? Because 'tis the season. This is my time. And then when the scale or the mirror doesn't reflect our hopes, it feels like nothing is working. And you're wondering, why am I doing all this? Let me remind you of this, my friend. Healthy living is not a finish line marked by a number on the scale, a size on the hanger, or the portions of your meal. Let me say that again because I really want you to let that sink in. Healthy living is not a finish line marked by a number on the scale, a size on the hanger, or the portions of your meal. It's a journey that begins with confidence, the kind that lifts you up, the pick-me-up moments, the moment you step into a room because you respect and love the person you are right now, not who you'll be someday, but who you are today. So how do you move beyond the surface results? How do you get beyond that whole thing of, I've got to lose 20 pounds? I know, we've all said it. Now, maybe the number's a little bit different, but maybe for you it's 50, maybe it's only 5 pounds. Whatever it is, you've had that number. You've stated, like, I've got to get there. How do you get beyond it, though? How do you find that kind of beauty, a deep, fierce glow that comes from the inside out? Well, my friend, you got to grab your glow. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Grab your glow. Hold on to what matters from the inside out. You could sit here and do everything perfect for the outside of your body. Seriously, you could put on all the magical creams, do all the commercials, invest tens of thousands of dollars. I guess you could even go under the knife if you wanted to. I'm not suggesting it, by the way, but to each their own. But in all of that, what happens if you don't change the inside? Well, the outside probably is going to look a bit drabby pretty soon because nothing on the inside changed. You've got to grab your glow from the inside out. It can't always be what you see. I like to think of it as what God sees because He can see our internal. He knows all the hairs on your head. And that's kind of scary because I lose a lot of hair every single day. I mean, it's healthy loss, right? We all lose hair. But it's like, oh my goodness, can He keep track of all of this? Because my husband's like, Christiane, you're leaving your DNA everywhere. I don't know what it is. And when you have longer hair, well, it just looks like it's a lot worse than what it really is. But seriously, what would happen if you cared for yourself the way God sees you from the inside out, looking at your heart, knowing that you're taking care of your muscles, your organs, your bones? Because you see, we can do everything we want for the outside, but man, we got to do also something for the inside. We can't leave that out because guess why? It's reflected on the outside by what you do on the inside. So what does it look like in real life to grab your glow? Number one, make healthy living a lifestyle, not a goal. Forget the quick fix mentality. Been there, done that, lived that. It's not worth that. Focus on daily habits that honor your mind, body, and spirit. Drink that water. Move in ways you enjoy. Maybe it's dancing, right? Who said you have to go and actually go to a club that says, okay, now we're going to do whatever it is, okay? You're going to work out and do, what was that one I was thinking about? It's an old one, but it's still around. Zumba. Now, there's nothing wrong with Zumba. Please, if you love Zumba, keep doing it. But Zumba, when you think about it, is just a way to dance. Oh, I know that sounded horrible. Because some people are like, but if I do Zumba, I know I'm really working out. You can get a great workout by dancing. But what do you like to do? That's the key here. It's not about, I have to do this because it's trending. No. Move in ways you enjoy. If you love swimming, go swimming. If it's getting cold where you are and you still love swimming, find an indoor year-round pool and go swimming. Are you getting enough sleep? Sleep, sleep, and sleep. Take naps if you have the availability to do so. Give yourself permission to rest without guilt. It's so important. I tell my mom this all the time. We have been wrestling with health in our family, as in she broke her ankle, and it's been quite the extensive rehabilitation, and it's great. I love having her around, but I will also say this, is that she's one who will not say no to anyone, and she will stay up and put toothpicks in her eyes, not literally, but figuratively. And if she's really interested in something, she will stay awake. Like, I have to see this to the end. Yet she's literally dozing off every 2.5 seconds. I'm like, why do you put yourself through that? I'm like, you've got to look at your health. So give yourself permission to rest without guilt. Guess what? You can watch whatever show's on another way. You can figure a way to understand what the outcome was. I mean, unless if it's truly life or death, you got to rest. Seriously. Because again, you've got to take care of yourself from the inside out. There's no way you're going to glow if you are just totally exhausted, right? Lifestyle over results means your worth isn't tied to how fast or how much you change. It's about creating a lifestyle. And that does change things. That means you don't have to sit there and say, okay, I've got to lose 20 pounds. What if you took that number off your plate and you said, you know what? I just want to get healthy. I want to get up and I don't want my joints to ache. Great. Try drinking more water first. Second, get away from sugar. Third, get away from processed foods. Fourth, sleep more regularly. Then see what happens. Oh, I guarantee you, you're doing just those simple things, which sounds simple, but it's still, there's a lot of temptations in those 4 things of what you're not doing, right? You're going to find a difference. And then guess what? You do it every single day, day in and day out. Then the 5th, you add healthier food. You then begin to move more. You begin to watch your portions and you think, oh my goodness, I can do this. I may not need to be taking in 2,000 calories because, well, I'm a little more sedentary. Not that that's a bad thing. But if I'm not moving as much as what I need to, then maybe I can lower my calorie intake. Oh my. Then now all of a sudden you're like, I have a lifestyle. And the weight begins to fall off, not because of a goal, but because of a lifestyle that you're committed to. Make healthy living that lifestyle. Number 2, live for quality, not quantity. Measure your days by moments that matter, not by calories counted or workouts logged. Savor meals, meaningful conversations, the text messages, the time outdoors. Enjoy the falling leaves. I was just in Nashville a few days back, and oh my goodness, beautiful. It's just beginning. We're just at the beginning of fall. And I could see, though, how there would be still some leaves falling off the tree. They're kind of the early falling leaves, but they haven't changed color. But they're so pretty because as they fall, they're still gentle. The winds haven't picked up yet because it's not real cold out and it's not wet. So we haven't gotten into that wet fall season. And so they just just kind of coast down as they fall off the tree. Have you stopped to ever look at that and watch a leaf in midair from the top of where it falls or where it was hanging from the tree all the way down as it settles on the ground? No, probably not, because you're too busy. Seriously, I would love to challenge you to do that. If you have kids, that is magnificent. Go to where there are trees, especially if you have big oak trees or maple trees that have these huge leaves, and just let them watch. Lay down in the grass so long as you're not laying in with the bugs or the ants. Like we're here in the South, so we still got the ants alive and mosquitoes. I'm ready for winter to come because I'm ready for all of those bugs to go away. But that's for another episode. But seriously, allow yourself to lay down and just watch. I know for me right now, I lay down poolside. I do it in the evenings, and I just sit there and I stare at the moon and the stars. And if it's kind of chilly out, which honestly it hasn't been, we've had humidity, and so it's not been real cold yet at all. And so I just sit there in awe. We've had beautiful, beautiful blue skies. And so in the evening, I can sit there and look at the moon and look at the stars. During the day, I can sit there and watch the leaves fall. And some of them, I watch them fall all the way down into the pool. And then I watch how it goes and just kind of moves and how it circles about. Now, some people say, Christiane, I don't have time for that. I understand. Neither do I. But you see, I make time. Live for quality, not for quantity. It's not about chasing everything you think you need to be doing. In fact, chasing stuff, well, you may want to think about what you're chasing, because maybe you're chasing the wrong things. So prioritize that self-care. Put it into practice. Allow yourself to refill your energy, to rejuvenate yourself rather than draining yourself. Quality living feeds your soul and sustains your well-being. So don't sit there and say, I got to keep doing this. I got to wear that busy badge of honor, and I've got to be so productive, and I got to just act like and know like I've got it all under control. Well, great if that's working for you. But come by the end of the year, as you're finishing the seasons, tell me how you feel now. That glow may not be there as the same as you thought about it when you started. Number 3, own your purpose. See your sparkle. My friend, you're made for more, created on purpose for a purpose. Think of it as being crafted intentionally, designed for a calling beyond the scale or mirror. Recognize the unique light that only you carry, the resilience, your kindness, and the power that already make you beautiful. Let these strengths bloom into the woman you're becoming, one who radiates confidence, whether she's dressing up or waking up on an ordinary day, because every day is actually extraordinary. When you have breath in your lungs, my friend, you are living an extraordinary life. Now, things may happen around you that you can't control, but you're still living an extraordinary life. Don't take your life for granted. Own your purpose and see your sparkle. Because in preparation for the season, reclaim what healthy living really means. Don't sit there and think, oh my goodness, I have to lose 20 pounds because I want to look good for the pictures. How many times have you thought that? Not said it, but thought it. We've all thought it at least once. And in all reality, probably more like 25 to 50 times easily, depending upon your age. In actuality, I think over time now, because of social media and all the stuff that we have out there, the phones, the technology, I think we are actually more aware of it more frequently than we used to be. You know, in the olden days, you had mirrors and you had pictures that you had to wait to be developed and you had to wait for the photographer to send them back to you. But now you can snap a picture, and if you don't like it, delete, take another one and another one and another one and another one and another one. It's interesting. I was at an event with Karen Kingsbury. And oh, by the way, The Christmas Ring, it's coming out. The movie, November 6th. Mark your calendars. You want to be there. The book, is released next week. I believe it's on Tuesday, October 21st. It is a great book. It is a great movie. I've had the privilege of reading and watching both. Get them. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, if you're a Christmas gal like I am, do it. If you are one who just wants just that hope-filled storyline, get it. It is amazing. And have some Kleenex too. But in that event, we're all taking pictures. And at one point, I just stopped and I had moved myself to the back of the room. And there were hundreds and hundreds of women there. It was all women. And I just looked around. And you know what I saw? I saw everybody with their phones in their hand recording what was happening on stage. And I thought, oh, how great. They want the moment. And then I thought, oh, how sad. They're missing it too. We're trying to capture everything in our life so we can go back and rewind it and play it again and again and again and again. But I will challenge you that in doing so, we're missing what's right now. To create your now. I'm all for taking those pictures to have the memories. But don't forget to be present in the moment that you are gifted with. And so as I stood back in the back of the room, I watched and I thought, you know what? No pictures right now. I want to be present. I want to allow myself to be aware and observe what's happening. I wanted to draw closer to God. At this moment in time, what was going on in the event that we were having a time of worship. And I thought, wow, we just need to let go sometimes. Sometimes we're grabbing the wrong stuff. We're grabbing technology. We're grabbing the calendar. We're grabbing our to-do list. But in reality, we need to be grabbing our hearts, tugging on those strings of each other, saying, you know what, I love you so much, and I want to be present for you. So as you begin to prepare for the season, reclaim what healthy living really means. Not the fleeting image you chase, but the real, strong, vibrant you that no season can dim. Own your journey. Love yourself. Love who you are now and who you are becoming. And the rest will follow. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day and stay healthy. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.